everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me today. Well, we're talking about Matt and Abby again. Everybody has sent me this video and they said that they're being canceled or what it's like to be canceled or something like that. They're clearly not canceled because being canceled means that you're canceled. They're just misusing the phrase because they need clickbait for their shit. I don't like these people, and so I like to snark on them. They're pretty fun to snark on because they're very oblivious to their own privilege and everything else. And I don't think they've actually ever had anybody call them out before, and I don't think they like it very much. So let's continue to do that, shall we? Let's go. So if you're new to the Matt and Abby thing, so am I. Pretty new to them. They are dumb, very dumb. They're like, you can't get pregnant when you're breastfeeding. Oh, whoops. And then you can. And then they filmed it like it was like this big surprise, but they're on vacation with a bunch of pregnancy tests, so they're just lying. I don't like when people lie. And you guys know how I feel about family vloggers and influencers who have to fake everything for the camera. Like that's and then bring kids into that type of lifestyle. I think it's disingenuous. I think it's bad for the kids. I think it's bad for these people. I don't think these people can have proper marriages when their whole life is faked for a camera. And in the end, the child suffers. And in the end, not only does the child suffer from the shitty relationship that these parents have, but the kid is also exploited for cash for most of its, adolescent life. And I think Matt and Abby might smarten up a little later and realize that they don't actually need their kid to make any money. And hopefully they take, they're going to cash in on the pregnancies and everything else. But hopefully they smarten up soon because they don't need, these people are millionaires from what they've done already, and they're not satisfied with that, and so they continue. So let's watch this shitty ass podcast about how they were canceled and what they were canceled for, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be garbage, like the rest of their stuff. And again, yes, Abby's voice is like the sound of a dying llama, but I'll endure it for you.
The thing that is so terrible about social media is that your intentions or your motives are never, ever considered.
It was brutal.
It just felt like the world was caving in. I'm fully an adult.
Oh, gosh, you're going to cry. Of course she's going to cry. Stop crying, Abby. Stop it. Go get some mental help. You cry too much.
And this online hate was affecting me so much. There's literally kids on these platforms.
People were tagging us on...
Is she there? Did she get there? There's literally kids on this platform that I put on here. You kidding me? Is she going to say, I know this is just the big teaser at the beginning, but is she going to say that it was so bad for her, the fact that she was so detrimental, but she's still going to put her kids into that? Every time you hear a family vlogger say this type of phrase, you should just laugh at them because you're like, this place is dangerous for you, and yet you bring your kid into this. All the proof you need that these people don't give a shit about their kids.
Our stories, people were DMing us. We got some very aggressive DMs.
Dude, we got death threats.
Hey, before we get started, make
the music.
sure that you leave a 5-star review on Apple.
Make sure you don't leave a 5-star review.
Apple Podcasts or Spotify, whichever platform you listen on. It really means a lot. And let's get on with the episode. What's up, dudes? And welcome back to episode 7 of the Unplanned Podcast.
Here we are.
I cannot believe we're here, dude.
Stop calling your wife dude, man. Oh.
It's literally so weird. It still doesn't feel normal to sit here and do this.
It's not normal. You're not normal. What you guys do is not normal.
Especially for this episode, my heart is honestly beating really fast.
We are going to talk about something that we've never talked about before openly on social media. And that is getting canceled.
In fact, we've avoided it like the plague.
Can he please speak, Llama? Please.
Yeah, getting canceled is not fun.
Stop saying this. You have not been canceled. If you were canceled, you wouldn't be here right now and growing on social media. Are you shitting me right now?
Every creator's worst nightmare.
Why am I already about to cry?
Oh my god!
And I think
I have so many emotions built up.
Even she's annoyed with her. That's Even she's like, oh my god, I hate me.
Talking about this because it's scary to talk about.
Yeah.
And also, you don't want people to be thinking that we're asking for a pity party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This whole damn video is going to be asking for a pity party. So. Because
I'm not. I feel really grateful for this job and the many blessings it's had for our family, but this is just part of it.
The millions of dollars! The millions! Obviously, the money matters more. It weighs more. And so you don't care. If you've gotten all this hate, all you had to do was get off the internet and go get a real job. You know how easy it is to just avoid getting all this stuff that's actually seems like it's super detrimental to you is to get off the internet. None of these people ever do that though, right? They always complain about how shitty the internet is to them and everything else when they've done shitty things, right? But none of them leave. That must tell you something, right? So just, if you're going to make millions of dollars, expect to get hate. I don't even make that much money on here, okay? I only have 170,000 subscribers. I get a lot of hate. It's just part and parcel, but to me, it's like that outweighs it. Just admit it.
It's like the dark cloud that's always looming, you know?
Yeah.
So be better people and take all the rings off. Stop wearing the damn rings, bro. So it's a dark cloud that's always looming because you're like, I can't say something I'm going to get canceled for. Well, it's just because it's who you are. You guys are shitty people. There's lots of people who have been on the internet for a long time have been canceled who haven't said something shitty. It's just you guys. What the problem is with these people is that they have a lot of internalized things that they don't want to tell the world about, whether that has to do with their politics or who they really are, or what they think, because they have to live inside this little bubble, right? That's not going to offend anybody. But every once in a while, something will slip out about something they didn't mean to say, and they don't realize that it's wrong. And that's when you really reveal who you are.
I mean, it's honestly for creators it's not an if, it's a when you get canceled, because when you're online and when anybody and everybody can pick apart your life and find flaws in you and
well, not even
who
your
you
life,
are.
Anything that you put online, like freaking Miss Rachel had to take a break because she was getting heat.
I don't understand.
Who's Miss Rachel?
Saying that, dude.
I don't even.
Stop calling your wife dude, man. This guy does not love her. If you call your wife dude, and I'm not saying once in a blue moon or bro or whatever, if that's the main moniker for your wife, I don't think that you actually love your wife. I think you see her as a friend, as a bro. It's babe or it's nothing.
I don't know what the controversy was really about, but it's just like that just shows that if Miss Rachel, someone as wholesome and pure, literally making baby videos,
But I
can
would say
get
mama and dada.
yeah, like that just shows that no one's immune to this.
Yes.
But it's so hard to talk about.
Yeah, it is.
And you guys talk about it for an hour, so I don't believe you.
It's weird. It's scary because on a podcast, like, we talk so openly and so authentically about our lives. So it's kind of scary, but at the same time, like, I feel safe talking about it here because people are listening to an hour-long episode and they're not just like taking bits and pieces of what we say and taking them out of context, you know? So
yeah.
What? So are you saying that the people that cancel you are taking things out of context? What kind of logic is this? We're going to do an hour-long podcast, so they can't take bits and pieces, take it out of context. Who can't? Anybody could. The thing is, I'm not taking it in context. I'm listening to what you say, and I'm dismantling it in real time, which is something you guys probably don't like, which is good.
That's what's really reassuring about a podcast.
Maybe this will be good for me to kind of finally.
This is stupid. You're dumb.
Everything.
Put a shirt on.
I mean, because it's happened more than once.
Yeah.
This whole getting canceled online, and I feel like it's been sprinkled with lots of mini cancellations. You know, I think there's something.
Okay, what they say is cancellation. What they mean is that we got some flack for some shit we did. That's what they're saying. They got some pushback. They didn't get canceled, but they had to use that for clickbait. Different
though between getting negative comments and then like widespread cancellation.
Massive difference.
And so
everyone gets hate comments, and hate comments suck. But like, I will say I laugh about most of the hate comments that we get because you kind of become immune to it. But like, canceling is different because they're taking like one specific thing and it's like a mob mentality of like thousands, if not millions, of people coming at you and just really trying to rip you to shreds, and it's horrible.
That's because what you did ignited hundreds or thousands of people's anger towards you. It's not that it was a mob mentality, it's that you actually did something shitty enough to rile up that many people. So are you out of your mind?
I think there's two major instances online where we have gotten officially
Here we go.
canceled.
Let's hear it.
Canceled in 2021 and 2022. Let's start with 2021. What happened? I mean, should we begin with just, I guess, our move to Hawaii?
This is the one that is, oh my God.
It better be worth tears. I can't wait to hear this. She's already crying. What did you do? Did you kill somebody by accident? What happened?
The one that is like hard to talk about because of the fear that it caused in me. Like,
oh, the voice. It gets worse when she cries. Great.
It's really unresolved still, honestly.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, just mentioning it is making me cry. And
Okay, Abby. Anything that you mention makes you cry. Everything makes you cry. So chill.
like, even when we talk about it with, like, close friends,
I'm
literally fighting tears the whole time because I don't know. It feels like a traumatic event, even though it's so weird because it's all on your phone. Like,
so she's equating getting some heat online to a traumatic event. That's what she's saying now. She's crying and saying it's traumatizing her. Oh, I can't wait to hear what this is.
nothing in real life actually happened. It's such a weird thing to sort through because it's literally all on your
Literally!
Yeah.
So, I'm also pregnant, so can we just excuse me?
Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Everybody's all girl power until, like, you need to use an excuse. Be like, oh, I'm pregnant, so, that's just me. So, shut up.
So we moved to Hawaii in 2021, and for those of you guys that don't know, Hawaii became a state in, I believe, the 50s. It was illegally taken by the U.S. in the early 1900s, and so because of that, there's some very, very fresh wounds in Hawaii.
So why'd you move there then?
People are very protective of Hawaii, and rightfully so. It's a very special place, and there's people that are native to that land that really care about that land. And it's just you gotta be really careful and really respectful, especially if you travel to Hawaii. You don't want to just like go around. I don't know. You have to be careful. You want to be very respectful, just as if you're visiting another country. It's almost like a different country in a way.
What did they do? Did they do something racist?
Well, yeah, as if you're visiting anywhere. You just need to be respectful of the culture that's there. And
you
there's
weren't.
Some very sensitive history, like you said, behind Hawaii. And we moved there, and we honestly didn't move there not knowing that. Like, I did a whole huge college project my last semester about the history of Hawaii and how it became a state and how it was, I mean, like you said, taken illegally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were hurt by that. And
So you did an entire project in Hawaii? You went there and you still got canceled for being there? Oh, I can't wait to hear. What did they do?
History nerd. So, like, I did a ton of research, too, and it's heartbreaking to hear about a place that was taken illegally, especially by the U.S. when, like, look.
Let me get this straight. So you guys are sitting here admitting that it's heartbreaking, that there's a lot of bad blood and everything else. So you moved there as Mormon whites? That's what your solution was? Maybe we can help support Hawaii by doing the thing that the Hawaiians hate. Sounds like you made a good choice. Yeah, dumbasses.
I love our country, but like that's one of those dark sides of American history where you're like, that should not have happened, And
so why did you take it? So these people are so stupid. So you admit the thing is wrong that the U.S. did, and yet you still moved there and took advantage of the land. You guys, okay.
Yeah, it's makes sense. We went in knowing like, okay, as content creators, we're not going to share locations of hikes. We're not going to be giving out all this information.
The reason of not sharing locations of hikes is because then the hikes become extremely over trafficked and it hurts the land.
And it kind of ruins it for everyone.
And how did you find out about it then?
And that really hurts locals. So yeah, we came in with we really talked to a lot of people that live there. I feel like we were very well informed, but there was one thing that completely slipped our minds.
Oh, did it?
Ended up coming back to bite us in the butt.
Well, let's just say like we came in not ignorant.
Yeah.
But obviously we were new there, and so you have to. It's really a time to just listen and learn. Yeah. And that's exactly what we were trying to do. It's very hard doing that under the public eye. And we were...
Why? Why is it very hard to do that under the public eye? If anything, it should be easier and you should do it more if you're under the public eye. What? And you're not... These people think that they're more famous than they are. I didn't even hear about these two people until like a week ago. So I don't think you're as big as you think you are.
Like... We had a following then because we were doing this full time.
Yeah, we did.
But it wasn't like, I mean, with every stage and that it's grown, like the stakes become higher. So the stakes weren't as high at this point.
Yeah.
But basically back then, for all of, if you have followed us from this point, like that's pretty incredible. But then we would make the intro of all of our YouTube videos. We would say, "What's up, dudes?"
Yeah, and it's stupid. So stop, you dumbasses.
But then when we moved to Hawaii,
can we get backstory on that though? What's up, dudes originated because I call Abby dude. I actually see comments all the time, people that are like, why is this guy calling his wife dude? That's so weird. He would never say that. But I just do. I don't know. We're best
Yeah, you do.
friends.
Yeah, they're best friends.
And I call her dude. And so people thought...
Yeah, I agree you should be best friends with your wife, but that's like, it's more of like a dude-dude relationship, not a dude-wife relationship. That's what I'm saying. Like, this guy has some deep-seated, unresolved issues inside of his heart. That woman is not someone he loves. Like, and this is only my opinion, they are friends. You know what I'm saying?
That was hilarious on TikTok. There were some viral videos where people in the comments thought it was funny that I was calling my wife dude. And so we just started calling our followers dudes. We just started all of our videos with what's up dudes. And moving to Hawaii, you go into any store in Hawaii, you see aloha like all over the place. Everyone says aloha to you if you're a tourist. Like, it's just, it's a very special word in the Hawaiian language. And it means hello, it means goodbye, it means so many different things. And
Aloha pineapple. Remember Bree went there and she got shit on for doing the same thing?
So naturally we're like, we should start saying aloha dudes to open up all of our YouTube videos.
Well, we were greeted at the airport upon landing, moving in Hawaii. Like, it says aloha. Like, welcome to...
Are they literally just going to sit here and justify everything up to the point of cancellation? Now I'd be like, well, look, it's our fault. We were told aloha. What did they do, man?
Oahu and, like, all these things. And even on the mainland of the U.S., like, you go into Hobby Lobby, you go into Target, you go into Walmart, you see aloha everywhere. It has kind of become
get to it,
universal in a way as like a greeting. But the word aloha, well, let's just keep...
Oh my God, yes!
It's a very special word in the Hawaiian language, and so like you see it literally everywhere. It was kind of sad because the language almost completely disappeared at one point, and luckily there's a no-no, I want to say, because they were trying to westernize the people there. But
Western culture kind of dominated Hawaii, and it still is a recurring thing.
Again, you're recognizing that the Western culture dominated Hawaiian society. Hawaiians wanted to, make sure that they kept their origins and their history. And you whites moved there. You thought moving there was okay, even though you knew all this stuff. Then why did you move there?
So,
it's happening.
Anyway, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But anyway, the Hawaiian language, it's, a beautiful language, and we just...
Get to it! What'd you do?
Using the word aloha in our videos.
Yes, and then...
You got canceled for using aloha in your videos? You didn't get canceled. You got flack for that?
Several months. This was like 5 or 6 months into living in Hawaii, right?
Dude, yeah, so we moved there in January, and then it was May that we decided to do merch.
Yes, and let me preface merch by saying that I feel like very few creators use merch as like a big way to, maybe some do, to make money.
I think in the early stages of like YouTube, because there weren't brand deals to help pay the bills, like creators would
rely on merch.
Would rely on merch to pay the bills, but I think more recently, merch is more of a community building.
Yeah, at least that was our motive. This was just a fun way to build out our community. Like, I don't know, have everyone feel like a part of something, and we
did they make a racist shirt or something?
Can share it and wear the same thing, and it was really just a fun project.
Yeah,
it was never like
it was about to make money. Shut your pie hole.
A money grab.
Yes, it was.
Anything like that. No one's. We weren't gonna make it big off of merch.
No, but you're gonna make thousands.
Yeah.
And in fact, we were just doing this in house too. Like, it was a small operation. Like, your brother and my sister-in-law and our sister-in-law were doing it.
It was kind of scary because, like, for the first time, we wanted to try and do this thing where we bought all the product ourselves. We spent thousands of dollars on our own money, cash, just on this merch.
Ooh, cash.
And it was scary because we're like, okay, like now. It's not like we're working with some t-shirt company. Like, this is us, and hopefully we don't like lose money on this, right?
Get to it.
It was still a fairly small operation.
Yeah.
And so on the shirts, because we'd started all of our merch before.
Oh my God! Dude, just get to it.
Introduced with "What's up, dudes." So these shirts now said "Aloha, dudes" on the corner of them. And we made the logo, everything. Okay. It was very exciting. We had a photo shoot.
Yeah.
With a local photographer.
Showed our friends in Hawaii. Nobody thought anything of it. It was just like, oh, that merch looks so sick. Like, I love it. I love that.
If your friends say things look sick, don't be friends with them.
Vibe,
And
really
then
cute.
comes the day of launch. And I feel like the day of launch went really well. Because
Yeah.
it was mostly our followers that saw it. And they were just, not like it was like sales were flowing in, but they were just excited about it. They really liked it. There was positive feedback. They're like, this is so cute. Like,
Okay, we got it!
I don't know. They like love
Oh,
the design,
just get to the
whatever.
point.
Then the following days, I don't remember exactly when it started to...
I just saw like one DM of someone who was upset that we had made that merch, and I just kind of ignored it. It's like, you know, when you get hate, you just, okay, push it off, like, just ignore it, don't let it, like, pull you down. But then, like, the next day goes by, and I think I saw, like, 2 DMs.
Yeah.
And then another day goes by, and then it's, like, 4 DMs, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of odd.
I would say it took until, like, day 5 where...
Yeah.
It got really crazy.
Yeah.
So
So you made a shirt that says Aloha Dudes, and you guys got canceled for that, and this is what made you cry? This is the one where you set up here and just start bawling your eyes out? Because you guys got flack for making an Aloha Dude shirt? What? This is your cancellation?
there were...
What?
It was really isolated on Instagram because that's where we were promoting the merch. We had pictures of the merch up, and we really like I didn't see a single negative or mean comment on TikTok or YouTube.
Because they didn't see that you were selling it. Are you serious?
But it was all on Instagram that we saw.
I mean, I would
backlash.
never use the word lucky, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So basically, these like hate pages is really what it was.
Yeah.
Were bringing all this hate, telling this narrative that we were, you know, exploiting the Hawaiian language.
Yeah, and exploiting the culture, and that our merch was like this way of trying to monetize off of Hawaiian culture, and that was like
Yep, you did.
Never our intention.
Scabby, are you serious right now? Like, listen to you. Let's just break that down real quick. This is how dumb these people are, okay? We made merch to make some money. Then when we got called out for it, was never our intention to make any money. What? You're such a liar. Why do you lie about the dumbest shit that just be... We can just break that shit down in 3 seconds flat. Why are you lying?
And it just like completely broke my heart that someone could even think that, you know, that we're coming in here trying to just like make money off of the Hawaii.
That's exactly what you moved to. Okay, so did you move to Hawaii for what? So you can make videos about living in Hawaii? Yeah, you make money off living there. Then you made the Aloha whatever shirt. That's making money. You did it to make money. You didn't make those shirts to lose money, right? Right? What are you saying? It broke my heart that people thought we were just doing this for money. Yes, you did. Everything about Hawaii for you guys was content and money. Otherwise, and you wouldn't even be able to move there unless you were content creators doing this shit. So everything about Hawaii for you guys was about money. Don't lie.
Culture.
Yes. And that's not to say that...
And they even preface this whole thing by saying we knew all about the idea of gentrification, that the Hawaiians hated, the natives and the locals hated that people did that. And so what do? We still moved there. They admitted the thing and then did the other thing. So they didn't understand anything. And then they said, no, we do get it. So why did you move there then?
I don't understand like where they were coming from, but the thing that is so terrible about social media is that your intentions or your motives are never ever considered.
Yep.
Like if it
Okay, so let me ask you the question. What are your intentions with making merch, or your motives? What is anybody's intention or motive with making merch? It is to make money. Are you serious right now? Nobody ever considers it. So give us the alternative. I hope she tells us what her intentions and motives were.
It's pretty clear to see from us that we had no ill intent in creating this. And
people don't think you had ill intent. People are saying you're, for whatever reason, taking advantage of language that's not yours to make money on it. You might not have had ill intent, but you had intent to make money on it. So, okay. I have Aloha freaking pineapple merch. You can't buy it. It's giveaway stuff. But it's my intent. But I don't live in Hawaii, so I don't give a shit.
And that just doesn't come into factor at all. And so the hate was flooding in, and it was...
So give us your intentions and motives.
It was brutal.
It was so scary.
It was brutal.
People were tagging us on their stories. People were DMing us. We got some very aggressive DMs, especially.
Really?
We got death threats. Like,
I wouldn't know if I would go as far as to say...
yes, we did. People were telling us, they were saying they drove past our house. They said, we'll show you what we do with people like they called us howlies.
Yeah.
Which is just a derogatory term
for whites.
White person
or outsider in Hawaiian. Yeah. We'll show you how we treat you guys. Like, you need to go to the mother effing place that you came from. Like,
yeah, go back to where you came from, Howley.
Whatever hole you crawled out of. Like,
it's not death threats.
The hate was crazy. It was videos, it was DMs, it was comments, it was stories, it was the magnitude of the anger coming from these people was so scary.
Yeah, it was really scary.
We would go out in public and...
So let me get this straight. You knew before moving to Hawaii of all of this vitriolic stuff towards howlies, right? You knew that the land was stolen. You knew that there were problems. You knew that people didn't want you there. Right? You say all this and you know it all, and yet you still move there, and then you use their language to make merch and make money off of. And you don't understand anything that's happening? You're like, I didn't know any of that stuff till you told me right now, okay? And you knew it all. You admitted that you knew all of this. And yet you disregarded it all. That sounds real smart. Dumbasses.
That's the thing. It's such a small community out there that we would go out in public and
people knew. Yeah.
And I remember, I will never forget, we went to the gym and we knew a lot of people at the gym, but it was literally like we had a scarlet letter. Like, it was like, who knows? And who
knows that we made merch?
So mad at us, who is like not going to associate with us ever again because we're like a threat to their brand or to who they are.
Their brand? What?
I will never forget the looks we got when we walked into the gym that day. And I was terrified to go to the grocery.
What were you wearing?
Store. I remember you left the house to do something.
I went to the grocery store.
Oh, you went to the grocery store.
And I was so thankful at the time that it was like the mask era. Like, I had my face mask on, and I was like, gosh, I hope no one recognizes me here at the grocery store.
And I was terrified because I was home alone, and I had read messages that said that they had driven by our house.
Yeah.
And this house was not secure.
No.
I mean, there was no AC. The windows were always open.
Yeah.
You could easily break down.
How can you live in Hawaii without air conditioning? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
Like, I was terrified.
It's freaky when people are like, I know where you live. I want to show you what I do to you, effing. Yeah, the insert derogatory word. You know,
the messages were out of this world.
And let's say this is true, okay? And so you decided once your kid came into this world to bring your child into this type of world that you know have people like this who hate you. And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to share my kid now on this platform. You know how bad this platform can be. It breaks your heart, makes you cry, makes you scared for your life. And your inclination as parents to protect your child is to bring this child into this world and show your child to these same people? Is this what you're admitting right now? Whoops. Dumbasses.
And it felt like... That's the crazy thing about online hate is that like almost none of our followers knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But it still felt like everyone in the world hated us. Yeah. And like we had done something that was... It felt like we had committed the ultimate offense.
Do you know what
Well, to some people you did commit an offense. So then just apologize and move on. What's so hard about that?
You know what like really scared me, Abby?
Hey, don't snuffle your snot on the microphone.
Which we can cut this out if this is something that you think is too personal. But I remember it was so traumatizing. It was really hard on both of us, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I was just trying to figure out how to respond. Like I was like, we need to make an apology. Like we need to let people know this was not our intention. So we did that. But like remember at that time it was so traumatic. Like I remember.
Yeah.
You did some self-harm. Like, it wasn't, like, not cutting yourself, but...
what the hell?
Like, I think you were... I don't know if you were hitting yourself in the head or
just, like,
what it was.
wanted it all to stop. Like, it was so bad.
So let me get this straight. You're on a platform where you make millions of dollars. something goes down, you don't like to hate, so you start self-harming. And you continue on this platform? Either you're lying or you're lying. Because nobody in their right mind is having this type of visceral response to something and not just exiting from that situation. Are you kidding me right now? If it is causing you that much grief and anxiety and pain and everything else to the point where you're self-harming, why would you just not get off the internet and go do something else? Something tells me that Matt is the one that's like, okay, well, we need to continue to do this, and Abby doesn't like doing any of this stuff. So something might be on Matt here to be like convincing her. She probably wanted to stop, and he's like, no, I mean, we're making millions, too bad. That's what I'm seeing.
But I had never seen you get to that dark of a place, and that was really scary. And I remember like going up to you and just like hugging you so that you couldn't do anything to hurt yourself, because
it just felt like the world was caving in. Like, it's
oh my God, the problems that they're dealing with, right? We made a shirt that pissed people off. Like, oh, like, right? We're the victims. We victims. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. She's having a mental breakdown because they got some flack over making a shitty shirt. Just ignore it. What?
Weird how like
holy shit
adult.
These are your problems, people. Do you know? And this is what I said about them last time too. We struggle to have a good time at Disney with the one kid that we have. You know, like, woe is us. Feel sorry for us. The influencers' problems. Stop telling influencers. Here's some advice. Stop telling people about your problems because they're not hard problems. Okay, relax. You're just making everybody else who has real problems feel shit.
Yeah.
And like this online hate was affecting me so much. And like there's literally teenagers, there's kids on these platforms.
Yeah.
And that makes me never want Griffin or any of our other children to ever have their own social media platform because
what?
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Did she just say that? Did she just say, I don't want my kid on social media? You put your kid on social media. What are you saying right now? That made me want to not have, my kid doesn't have social media. Your kid does have social media. The kid is on your platform. Are you serious right now? What is she saying? It's so stupid.
And I was an adult, and I knew my character, and I knew who I was, but to feel that, I felt so vulnerable. I felt so misunderstood.
So why do you... She is admitting right now that she didn't want to bring her kid into this world, and still did, by the way. And I'm an adult, and it hurt me this way, and what's it going to be like for a kid? And they still put their kid on it. That's got to be Matt, man. That's got to be him convincing her to do these things. It's got to be. Because it's not affecting him like it's affecting her. And he's like, well, look at the money. The money, the money, the money. It's all about the money for this douche. And all the rings he can buy.
Because that was never, ever, ever my intentions. That was never anything I'd want to do. And whether or not people think that what we did was wrong or wasn't, it was certain. I think it was abundantly clear that we would never do that. If anyone actually...
But you did do it. So they're saying our intentions weren't to be racist or whatever the thing is. But you did do the thing that people were upset with you about.
Knew this. We would never do...
We had no intention of hurting anybody.
Yeah. And I...
So then...
just felt like there was no way to solve it, and there was no way out of it, and everyone knew. It was weird because I lost my perspective.
Yeah.
And it was really, really a dark time and really scary to the point where we had already made
she has already sucked in about a liter of snot. It's really starting to make me go a little bit nauseous.
Arrangements to be off the island.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, but if we hadn't, we would have booked a flight.
Oh yeah,
because it was so scary.
Fortunately, we did have a flight booked for like, I don't know, like a day and a half later to fly out to go be with family, and yeah, that was definitely good because then we were off the island for about a month, and things did settle down while we were gone, but it was really
Wasn't
really scary.
Wasn't it so weird when we landed on the mainland and it felt like
we were safe?
Yeah, it felt like we were safe.
Yeah.
And
holy shit. Maybe you should have moved to Hawaii. I don't think I'm ever going to go to Hawaii.
And, I think we've talked about this before, but, like, before that cancellation, it's crazy how it totally flipped my perspective of living there, because before we were even considering maybe settling down for multiple years there.
Well, you told me you wanted to stay for about 5 years. Because I really liked it. Like, I loved the culture. I loved all the friends that we made. I loved getting to surf and go on hikes. And you're just so active there and healthy. Like,
There's nowhere else you could do that in the world.
Really liked that. And I loved how simple our life was there. People don't value possessions as much because everything's so freaking expensive in Hawaii that you just don't have a lot. And you just recognize that you don't need a lot to live a happy life. You can just be active and be in nature, and there's so much beauty in that. But I remember that all happened and we didn't go get counseling. Like, we should have gone to a counselor and we didn't. I remember, like, our family, like, we saw them, and I don't know, like, I don't think anybody knew how big that was, like, how
our
much it
family was
affected.
scared for us.
But I don't think our families realized, like, how much that affected us. Like, we should have definitely gone to see counseling. Like, honestly, we still should go to counseling.
Well, okay.
Oh my God. You know what? I hope you do go see a counselor. I hope a counselor's like, so let me get this straight. You guys put your shit on the internet for everybody to see. People comment on the shit that you do, and you cry, and it hurts you. And so your solution is to stay on the internet. Just taking notes here. Just taking notes. Yeah. What do you suggest we do? Well, I suggest you get off the internet then, assholes. Holy shit.
What I was saying, though, is about how it switched my perspective on living there, is that, like, from wanting to be there to up to 5 years, I was like, I can't be an...
F you, Hawaii. We're leaving then. If you don't want us here, we're leaving the road. Okay, well, bye.
Here another month.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt so incredibly unwelcomed and so, like, I mean, you don't need... How many people do you need messaging you, like, go back to where you came from, we don't want you here, like, before you're like, okay, I'll leave.
And name calling too. Like, I'd never been called names before like that.
Twat and Scappy.
Awful, the most awful things.
Never been called names.
And then they were digging up things from our...
You wearing all those rings and you've never been called names. Maybe not to your face.
Past, and just being incredibly... I got off subject completely, and it was just like, whatever we can do to torment these people, like, let's do it.
Any bit of dirt they could find on us from the past. I remember seeing,
that's
like,
what canceling is, you know?
But it's crazy though, because, like, even if I don't know, it's crazy how...
What dirt? I want to know the dirt.
How big and nasty it can get when people, I think, like, people that are, I don't know, going through something maybe in their life to where they're in a really dark place and they take it out on you. Like, you become a target, and it's like, oh, I need to take out all my anger and pain on this person because they're the reason I'm feeling this way. And then you just become...
I don't even think people realize why they're doing it.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
And I think I hear a lot of people say all the time, like, I mean, it just makes me feel better, or not making me feel better. It's like, or I can just, like, you know, have peace knowing that they're probably just living a miserable life, and that's why they do.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Yeah.
Like, that makes me feel like, okay, I don't want them to be miserable, and I certainly don't want them making anyone else miserable. Like, I don't know. I don't want anyone to be miserable.
So we get canceled.
Well, then please stop talking. Because damn it, man. Your voice. Okay, it's like a screeching owl. It's like those things from Lord of the Rings that scream.
And like Abby said, this wasn't... Selling merch was not some, like, I don't know, big business move for us. Like, it wasn't about the money, so we lived...
It was about the money. Stop lying.
Which is what so many people were... That was the narrative that was being told.
That's because it's exactly what you do with merch. You don't give away merch. I do. But you don't, like, you know, you sell it to make money. That's what you were doing. And you did it in-house, so you made more money. Because it's cheaper to do it yourself. So you got your brother to do it, Matt, because you wanted to make more profit. So get wrecked, you damned liars.
Profiting off of this.
So, yeah, we donated all profit to a local Hawaiian charity that helps support teaching the Hawaiian language to kids.
After you got caught. You weren't going to do that before. If you would have done that, if you would have said, hey guys, all proceeds from this merch go to this thing before, do you think you would have gotten the hate? You did it because you got caught doing something shitty. And then you donated all the proceeds. You probably took it off your page, and so anything you made, you gave. But your intentions weren't to give. Your intentions were to make money.
It's in preschools.
Which is actually really cool.
Yes.
Which is really, really cool. I believe it's called Aha Punana Leo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but we donated to that organization, and so that was cool. And I'm really glad that we were able to do that.
That is like probably the best thing that came out of it.
Yeah.
Basically,
But were not your intentions to do that. You only did that because you got called out for doing something shitty.
from that point on, like, we tried to put on whatever filters you can put on social medias, and it wasn't working.
Well, though that's the thing, like, none of the filters we put on Instagram worked. Like, we had
it made people more mad.
Yeah, people got really mad, and
they got more creative.
There was professional surfers that were like posting about us, and like I had heard
shit.
I don't even want to get into it, but like it just
people
got
that you
nasty.
had looked up to,
people that I looked up to
since you were a child, making mockery of you online, and
Yeah.
that just,
How dare they? Do you not know this guy who doesn't wear a shirt and has too many rings? He used to like you. And just because we did something shitty and now you don't like us? Oh my God, how dare they?
makes me so
Oh my God, the freaking audacity of this woman.
hurt to know that, like, you've looked up to him since you were to these people as a role model for years.
Yeah.
And then for them to know nothing about you, yet put you in a negative way on their platform, that's massive.
Are you saying because he liked these surfers that they didn't have a right to be upset about what you did? Are you this stupid? Clearly you are. Damn, man.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I was told by friends that there was a really, really well-known professional surfer that like posted about it, just making fun of me, and that really hurt. That
I must be missing something, because it can't just be about the shirt. They're like, maybe the shirt's what started it, but making fun of you for making a shirt that said Aloha Dudes. What else is there? Something missing here, because I can't see a professional surfer saying, yeah, these guys did this shirt that said Aloha Dudes and I'm gonna roast them. I'm missing something. Was other things dug up during that period or something that I'm missing? What happened? Why would a surfer do that?
It was like, I don't know, like I never would do anything intentionally to hurt somebody, and so like that made me feel awful, and I was just like, I was so, yeah, there was a night, I remember there's one night we had gotten back to the mainland, and
I had bought a bunch of rings.
I just like, I lashed out. I was just like so frustrated by the whole situation, and I just didn't even know, like, I didn't even know what to do.
Well, I honestly...
What'd you do then? You lashed out. What'd you do?
I want to say, like, shame on that person for using their platform to bring other people down. And that's something...
You did something wrong, and you admitted that you did something wrong. So me shame on that person. Again, what? I need to know what that surfer said. I got to know. Because there's clearly, it's got to be more than the shirt. Something else.
You will never, mark my words, at least intentionally, you will never catch us. Actually, no, I can promise that I don't think there's any one-off circumstance where this could even happen. Yeah. You will never see us use our platform to hurt or bring anybody else down.
Didn't they just get roasted recently for making fun of babies' names or something? You know, I do it all the time because people name their kids weird shit. But she just said we'll never use our platform intentionally to bring people down. But in her podcast, she said, I'm pretty sure she said, you know, people naming their kids weird stuff, that's not the flex you think it is, and that's bad. That brings someone down. Now, she just said she doesn't bring people down. I bring people down, so there's a difference, right? So she's lying there.
Yeah. Only to uplift others, because...
Is it uplifting others when you make fun of their kids' names or that they may give weird... Again, I'm saying I do it. I'm not trying to uplift anybody. But she's sitting here on her high horse with her ugly feet saying some weird shit that she's lying about to your face.
What is the freaking point?
Yeah.
Other than to stroke your own ego is really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And that's why...
She did this. She did the thing that she's saying right now, recently. And I did a video on it about that other person getting mad because they making fun of baby Cozy.
Honestly, that's why when I see other people or other creators or other celebrities getting heat online, it makes me want to come to their defense no matter what happened, because the crime...
No matter what happened.
Never fits the punishment on social media.
Never.
So get off social media! These idiots!
Ever, never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever. Have I?
Heck. Like, can we just talk about the Lash controversy?
Oh my gosh,
Lash?
with Kayla on TikTok.
Like,
what?
Yeah.
There were so many other influencers. This is what made me so agitated.
Yeah.
Other creators that know darn well what it feels like to get
hate.
Like, just unfair hate. Do I think it's right to lie? No.
Well, you've lied in this shit 10 times already.
It's not okay to lie. But do I also think it's right to defame someone completely for something, making a mistake?
Mascara.
What are they talking about?
Mascara.
Like, are you...
What?
If you don't know what happened, there was a controversy with this TikTok creator that she said she was using a mascara. There was speculation that she, in fact, was using false lashes.
Yes.
And they weren't her real lashes with the mascara on them. Anyway, multiple massive creators and many other smaller ones made videos just scrutinizing her character.
Well,
Well, she's lying. And she makes a big living lying. And she probably makes money shilling this shit that she's trying to sell. That's false advertising. So that's a lie. And she's trying to be like, no big deal. And maybe it's not a huge deal to a lot of people, but in that industry, in that community, especially in the beauty community, that's a big deal. So she's just trying to diminish because they've done something shitty, and anybody else who does something shitty too, she's going to take their side, and she just admitted it. Cool. Makes you sound real great.
Entire platform.
They saw an opportunity. They saw people getting so mad at this creator. They're like, oh, I can get viewership off of this. If I make a video bashing this creator, then I will get views. I will get clout. I can get more followers. I can get more money. Let's drive this. Let's dig this creator's grave, right?
Well,
like, why not?
What they were doing.
Some creators deserve that shit. Mike Stauffer, for one. Lots of people deserve that, especially if you hurt kids and exploit children online. You deserve it. If you don't think you deserve... Look, hands up in this chat if you think that people who exploit children are the worst types of people on the earth. And they don't deserve these platforms and the money they make by doing so. Me. I'm one of those people. You don't deserve to do this shit when you do this to children. Okay? You don't get to stand on your high horse when you exploit children for anything. And after admitting and crying and being a big baby about all this stuff, you still brought your child into this type of world? Makes you worse, by the way.
In turn was saying... she can't be trusted. Probably other people can't be trusted, but I can be trusted.
Yeah.
And I just think that's incredibly manipulative to your audience.
Yeah.
And there's multiple other people on the platform.
Okay, I gotta fast forward to the other cancellation.
Hurt and affected, and then donated the money, and then moved on.
Okay, good.
Like negative, like people's thoughts on me really affect me normally.
Yeah. Ultimately, that whole situation is really why we moved out of Hawaii.
Oh.
Honestly.
Good. You shouldn't have been there anyway, because you guys understood the ramifications of being Howleys or whatever and moving to Hawaii. You knew that it was wrong for you to do that because you said you did a paper on it. You understood the cultural implications of what you were doing, and you still moved there. Do you not get that? They said they understood it all, and yet didn't give a shit. So good. You moved out. Good for you.
Certainly.
Yeah, we did not feel welcome.
Well, whatever, Hawaii. Are you trying to cancel Hawaii right now? Are their fans going to be like, how dare you, Hawaii? We're leaving. Hawaii's like, okay, bye. Aloha. That's what Hawaii said to you guys. Aloha, twat and scabby. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I heard you're dating a weird dude. No, yeah, you're flying. Oh, I heard you got canceled at Disney. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you're just being a drunkard at Disney. That's weird. That's weird of you. You're going off the deep end? If you need some support, don't call me. No, you're a douche. Okay. All right, well, see you later. Yeah, bye. No, you hang up first. You hang up first. No, damn it. She hung up first.
After that, and it really did ruin it for us. So, I mean, if that was people's goal to get us to leave, I mean, it actually worked.
It was their goal.
That was their goal, and it worked, and they won.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is sad. Like, you don't want to like let haters win. I don't like that. I don't like letting haters win. But for us, I think especially you too. I think
you let haters win because you knew what you did was wrong, and clearly you did something more than shirts. Because I can't imagine it was just over shirts. Like this pro surfer saying something else happened.
I think I was able to get over it after a couple months. It was extremely hurtful.
It's so weird because like I don't think that people's negative people's thoughts on me really affect me.
Clearly.
Because like I said, I am an adult. I know who
Well, act like one then. Act like an adult and stop crying over stupid shit.
I am.
Yeah.
And I have trusted people in my inner circle that I fully trust to correct me when things are wrong and just, encourage. Like, I trust that. And I don't need the influence of strangers online.
Yeah.
Too bad, lady. You're gonna get the influence. You get to put yourself on the internet for millions of dollars, okay? But you don't also want to be held accountable when you do something stupid, right? Or you don't want anybody's opinions. You don't have the wealth that you guys have without what you do. You don't get to pick and choose what people pick and choose you on. You don't get to pick and choose what people comment on. You don't, okay? Your voice, for one.
Yet something about that situation, like, literally changed my internal chemistry in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it is incredibly...
It changed your internal chemistry.
Traumatic to look back at that time. Like, for some reason...
It was a t-shirt!
And honestly, I probably need...
Therapy, yeah. You clearly effing both of you need therapy.
But, like, it was incredibly... It's so silly, too, because it's literally an app online. I don't understand how it had such a grip on me and how it still does.
Because your entire life is online. You do everything, and it's all hangs in the balance of you guys being something you're really not. And so when you get pushback, you're like, we're good people. You're not good people, first of all, because you exploit children. But you think so highly of yourself, and when something goes wrong, you feel entitled that you're like, how dare they? You guys have such a big idea of yourselves. You're high off the smell of your own farts. You don't even realize that you're shitty people. And that's hopefully, and they still to this day haven't had a realization that they're at fault. I didn't hear one thing in here that said we're at fault for that. Not one. Well, we donated the money. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Never was like, hey guys, it was our fault. We apologized. Damn, we shouldn't have done that. It was silly. That's all you had to say. But they made it about themselves the whole time. Cut.
That was such a lonely time
because we made
no one really knew what it felt like other than you, and you were hurting, and I was hurting, and then
because people are gonna be like, imagine them go to their friends and family and be like, guys, people are saying mean things to us online. It's just like, I'm gonna leave Hawaii. What'd you do? What the hell happened? What happened? We made a shirt that said Aloha Dudes, right? We made some money and we make millions. It's just, you were so lonely in this. And their friends and family are like, oh my God, why are you like this? Why are you the way you are? It's no wonder you're lonely, because nobody gives a shit when you make this much money being online.
People, our friends from, we had just moved there, so we didn't have like I was already struggling because we were lacking community there.
Because I heard your voice, and I'm like, no, gotta have all the friends I need, thanks.
And then the small community that we did have, I mean, I obviously understand, but there was no one really reaching out at that time. And maybe they didn't know.
There was a little bit. Like, we did have, like...
She always says something, and he's like, no, you're wrong. We got death threats? No, we didn't get death threats. We have a bank account for our kids? No, we don't have a bank account for our kids. Matt always corrects her. It's hilarious.
A few people reach out, but it wasn't like everyone that we knew like everyone knew about it. So it wasn't like all of our friends were like just checking in on us.
Stop crying. Relax.
That really didn't happen. And look, like, it wasn't like we were super close with them, but that sucked too, that we didn't have this community that was, having our back.
I think
and when you get canceled too on social media, people get scared. Like, other creators get scared
because associate with
they
them.
don't want to go down with the ship.
That's true though. I'll give you that.
Blame them?
They jump off, and they're getting as far away as they can from you because they don't want to get any bit of that hate, because it's
their livelihood.
Traumatizing. Yeah, and it's their business too.
You don't see a problem with that? Okay.
It was an incredibly lonely time.
Okay, you've said it. What's the next cancellation?
It felt like the worst thing that could happen happened. Maybe now I'm like, oh, that's nothing. Maybe what didn't kill me made me stronger.
Well, clearly not.
I definitely that didn't happen for me though, because I got some hate at the tail end of 2022.
Here we go. Next one.
I kind of entered a dark place for a little bit. It was really scary.
Yeah. So fast forward.
Fast forward to 2022.
Matt's cancellation.
Yay, Matt gets canceled.
In December of this past year.
Yeah.
So do we kind of explain?
Well, I can start. Okay. So we, like I said before, we get hate all the time, every day. There's mean comments that come in every single day.
No one,
because you guys are dumb.
Above it.
We just ignore them. But a common comment that I
They blocked me.
kept seeing on videos that I would make, or say I'm doing the dishes, or I'm picking up the house, or I'm taking care of Griffin, I kept seeing these comments. It wasn't a ton, but it was enough to piss me off, because there were comments like, "Why isn't Abby doing anything for her baby? Why isn't Abby picking up the house? Why isn't Abby doing this?"
You know what's weird is that none of that bothered me.
It bothered me a lot.
That's
because
sweet.
I'm like, Abby does more around the house and for my baby than I
You guys have nannies and shit, so I don't believe you even clean it all either.
do. And
If I had this kind of money, I wouldn't clean my house either. I would absolutely be hiring somebody to clean my house and do my laundry and shit. If I had millions of dollars, I would not touch a thing. Actually, I don't know. I'd still cut the grass and I'd still do the snow blowing. I would absolutely hire a cleaning person to do my cleaning. Oh man, who wouldn't, right? Put your hand up if you wouldn't hire a cleaning person to come do it professionally.
so I don't want people
Now you're about to get canceled again for saying that.
Oh, cancel them.
That's why I was so scared to do this episode. I'm like, now people are gonna just re-cancel us again, and they see our wounds and they're just gonna stomp on them.
Well, that's just...
Which I think is gonna happen.
Oh my goodness.
I trust you guys. So
I mean, that's the thing though, is like Abby is a breastfeeding mother, and for a dad to try, like when you're breastfeeding, that's 40 hours a week that you're spending breastfeeding. We did the math, okay? It's a lot of time. And for a dad, even a very involved dad like myself, to try to match that amount of hours, like it's hard because
you have to make content too and show her boobs online while you're breastfeeding. So yeah, I get it.
just naturally...
Well, and the
feeding
only
Griffin-
time I want to spend with that kid, I don't want to just be breastfeeding too. So
Exactly.
it's like, naturally, I'm going to be spending more time with him.
And so I'm like, here, like, I spend a ton of time with my son, but my wife spends more, and people are defaming her character, saying that she isn't doing enough, that she's never doing anything. And the reality is, I'm very passionate about social media and
Clearly.
creating video. I love storytelling. I've loved making videos ever since I was 12. I had a surgery when I was 12 in my back because I had a tumor on my spine, and it kept me from doing theater for a little bit. I was like bedridden, and that's when I picked up like my love for creating video. And so that's why like a lot of times you'll see me, I'm the one that holds the vlog camera in the YouTube videos. I'm the one doing
You're the one doing everything. You're the one pushing her to do this too. We can see it.
most of the voiceovers on her TikTok.
Abby does not want to do this shit.
Oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you choking?
I'm good.
Are you all right? But it's my passion. And so like when I vlog my life,
That's why they're friends. You're like, are you okay? Because if they were married for are you choking? Are you choking? This is what happens when my wife does that. Wrong tube, eh? All right. Then we move on watching Yellowstone.
if naturally my son is a big part of my life, and people in these videos were just like, some people were, assuming that I did way more for Griffin than Abby.
Well, because that's what they were seeing more of.
That's what
you
they were
make
seeing
more
on
videos.
camera, and it was
Because he wanted to make himself look good. That's what happens. In reality, he doesn't do shit.
pissing me off. And so I made this video where I was doing a lot more of the work on our videos. Like, I enjoy editing.
Decorated this room. Little House on the Prairie set designers. It's terrible. Okay? Looks like it's terrible.
The edit
Although that blanket looks nice.
worth a crap.
I enjoy editing.
I don't do any of that stuff.
I don't
Clearly.
like cleaning. Abby doesn't like editing. So because our job is social media, I do a lot more of the editing, and Abby does more of the
I'll
cleaning
be
than I
honest,
do.
sometimes I don't even like social media at all.
Yep.
And that's okay.
Actually,
Is it okay, Matt? Is it? No, it's not okay.
probably 95% of the time.
She says 95% of the time I don't like doing it. And he forces her to do this, guys. Like Matt's in the couple, usually it's the woman in child exploitation cases that the woman is the one that I target because she's the bad one, right? Because she's the one who's generally the center of it. In this case, Matt and Abby, it's Matt. Matt's the one that pushes the shit. Matt's probably the one that said, let's just put the kid on. Let's exploit the pregnancies. She goes along with it because she's more of a type B. It looks like Matt's more of a type A. She goes along with it and the money's there and I get that, but it's him who's pushing the shit. It's all him.
And so anyway, so I'm just
Anyway.
So Matt does
Why'd you say that?
more of that. All that to say, you do more of that, and that is our business.
Yes, exactly. So Anyway, I'm picking up the house and I'm like, ooh, I should make a video where it's like, even though I'm picking up the house and I'm taking care of Griffin, I should make a video about how Abby does more than I do in that regard.
Your intention and your heart behind that TikTok was to lift up your wife.
Yeah.
Yet in turn, you literally dug your own grave.
I dug my own grave, and it was horrible. I mean, the backlash was insane. We made the mistake of not taking off duets and stitches off of our TikToks.
It was mostly the stitches. That really got us.
Because on TikTok, look, people are scrolling on their For You page.
I gotta find this. Is it still there? Is I'm making fun of Cozy's name?
I don't know anyone named this name, and I'm naming my kid that. I'm like, that might not be the flex that you think it is. That might be a red flag.
Didn't she just say she doesn't make fun of people and don't do that? Well, there you go, everybody. That's nice. All your thumbnails are of you crying. It's time to stop crying on the internet.
And so if you don't provide a strong enough hook in the first like 3 seconds of the video, people are gone. They're not going to watch your video. And so most TikTokers provide a pretty strong hook in the beginning.
Just share your hook quote.
And oh my gosh, my hook sounds so bad. Looking back, I'm like, wow, that was so stupid. But like the hook that I made was, don't be fooled by me taking care of my son, because most of the time my wife does that. That was my hook for the video.
You idiot.
Yeah,
and
which honestly doesn't represent you well at all.
Really, and honestly, that's
okay.
And it's not even
only because we got canceled for it. So this is not him. It's our intentions are different.
truthful.
That really honestly isn't truthful. I really did.
You were up with
Okay, shut up.
For instance, Matt was up with Griffin last night from 2:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m.
It was horrible. Yeah, it was
3 hours. Wow. And I would feel bad for you if you had to work in the morning. But all you have to do is just go to sleep.
It was like a 3-hour stretch.
And that was all Matt.
Whoa, 3-hour stretch, super dad. Are you shitting me right now? Again, you don't have jobs. None of you do. So stop trying to be like, oh my God, look. And then if you said that I had to get up and go do 8 hours of work for the day, then we'd be like, yeah, good for you, bro. But you don't. You don't have a job. So shut up.
I wake up with Griffin every night.
I didn't get out of bed.
I'm the one that puts Griffin down for naps. I sing to him when he falls asleep.
Basically, all I say is that we co-parent.
Oh, you co-parent. That's nice.
Yes.
But we're married. Is that still called co-parenting if we're married?
It's just called parenting, dumbass.
We're a team.
We are a team in every aspect, and from business to home.
Yeah.
You just admitted on this podcast, Abby, that you don't like the social media, so it doesn't sound like you're on board for that team effort.
And because we're a team, if one of us is ever watching Griffin alone, we call it Griffin duty. So if I'm gone, Abby's on Griffin duty because she's the only person watching Griffin. It's no longer a team effort. She's watching him by herself.
Oh my God, you guys are so stupid.
I'm always a mom. You're always a dad.
Yes.
But when
Oh my God!
our son is one of our sole responsibility, that's what we call it.
So
Holy shit, you guys are stupid. You guys should not have had kids. I'm sorry. You were not ready.
Abby was gone. So
Not
I was on
ready.
Griffin duty because we were not parenting as a team. And I mentioned that in the video. People were wrecking me for that. And like,
Because you're stupid.
people just really came for me, and it got really bad.
Yeah,
And-
there was like stitches that had over 1 million likes.
And it was here's the deal. I could have been more proactive and probably like removed comments. Maybe I could have even deleted the
we
video.
didn't even really know what was going on for a
Because
while.
it was Christmas time. We were enjoying time with our family. We were kind of staying off social media. I wasn't aware of how bad it got. And
I doubt it.
Once I saw how bad it got, there was no going
Here's
back.
how I knew how bad it got. People were starting to reach out.
People were texting
My
me.
sister-in-law, some of my friends from college, other people that create content were texting me, and I was like, yeah, this is getting probably bad. I did not even see a fraction of the stitches because as soon as I saw the hate, I was like, for me, I'm like, I don't want to consume that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need that. And I know
We'll put it on the line, but as soon as hate, I don't want that. I just want the money and fame. I don't want the hate, okay? Can we just get the money and fame first? Thanks. Thank you.
that because it was about you, that I would get super claws out,
You don't get to have your claws out when he puts something on the internet. Do you guys just like, hey, then put at the beginning, this is a joke, everybody. No, you guys are family vloggers and you want to put out there that you're living the real and raw life. So when you put something out there and of the millions of fans that you have, you don't think people are going to take it seriously a little bit? You're on this platform this long and you still don't get that? After your big cancellation and why you don't understand that people are going to take that shit seriously? Then don't put it out there. Oh my God, they don't want to take responsibility for anything. They only want the good stuff and they don't want any of the bad stuff. And I get that. Every human is like that, but they don't take any responsibility whatsoever. All you had to say was a joke, guys. It was a joke.
I mean,
Yeah.
protect God.
Incoming joke.
This was literally so
Let go of your body.
stupid because you are such an excellent husband. You are such an excellent dad. For anyone to say anything different, it's just they clearly don't know you.
So then don't put that out there, you dumbasses. I don't get it. They put something out there that puts him in a certain type of light. Then they get upset when people believe what he puts out there in a certain type of light. Make it make sense. They're so stupid. They're so dumb.
And so that's why it was like so stupid. I didn't take it seriously. While I'm sure it hurt your feelings, everyone in your life is like, this is the most ignorant thing that.
So then don't let it hurt your feelings. If you know that you're something, okay, then you're the thing. All that really matters is how it's portrayed inside your home and your circles. Who cares what strangers think? But they care so much what strangers think that they'll make sassy responses to it. If you're so confident in who you are, then who gives a shit what people say? You can just say, I'm confident who I am. I don't care what you say.
Happened the most unfounded claims about it.
It's not unfounded when you're the one making the video. Oh my God. How do you breathe?
Yeah.
So while it was horrible, the hate you were getting, it was like, this is so not real. Like,
it just sucked to get on TikTok and like the second I get on TikTok, it'd be a video about me.
Yeah, that
and
sucks.
someone just like roasting me, like video.
You deserve it.
After video roasting me, and it just like it sucked because I became like a virtual punching bag. And
Yeah. That's what you get for being an idiot.
for all men, I think that there was so much anger that people had about their own husband and their own.
Oh, here we go. If you thought this was going to swing over well, Abby, you are not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree string, okay? These people are just projecting onto you that they hate their own husbands. So that's kind of what was happening here. Did you just say that out loud?
Like, I don't know if they were a single mother without.
Did she just throw single mothers under the bus? Holy shit. I don't know if they hate their husbands or the single moms or whatever. Those bitches can suck it.
There was just
oh my God.
misplaced anger that got thrown on you.
Well, it really became a trend to stitch the
Abby. Wow.
video to stitch my don't be fooled by me taking care of my son because my wife does that most of the time. I forget, whatever the line was. People would clip that and not watch any more of the video and then just roast.
Which, I'm sorry, what kind of bum dad would even admit that?
Yeah.
Idiots would admit that. Morons would admit that. You're perpetuating a stereotype. And you knew what you were doing. You were hoping it would go viral. You did it as a sassy response. And then when you got the response you were looking for, you got upset with it. You guys are your worst enemy. And you still don't see it. Good, though.
Like, you know what I mean? That should be their first clue that, okay, wait, maybe this was... Maybe I need to look a little bit deeper.
You guys have been on social media for like 5 years and you don't know this yet?
Nobody, like me, we also have an editor that works for us as well, like, because there's so much editing. Like, I edit like 40 hours a week, but then we have another editor, like, editing 40 hours a week. Like, how did no one catch that? Like, we totally, like, this video...
Like...
I think I was just like, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I saw the video before it got posted.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or no, you know what? I think I saw it and you were like pretty much praising me the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're so sweet. I think it takes someone twisting the narrative to, I don't know, make it seem bad.
Yeah.
You posted a thing. Then got upset. They get upset when people took it seriously, idiots.
It definitely it was a crappy time, and I think what really started to hurt my feelings too was seeing friends of ours make videos about it as well. Like we have, I don't know,
you don't have any friends.
One that like we're directly friends with made a video.
I hate video. No.
I saw mutuals of ours on TikTok, people that we follow and they follow us, and we thought we were friends. We thought we were cool. I saw them commenting
because mutuals come up top on the comments.
You can see mutuals at the top. So I was seeing all these mutuals commenting about me and just like wrecking my life, and I'm like,
and then I blocked them shits.
Wow,
I
thought we were cool. Like, do you really believe that about me? Like that?
Are you this naive that you think people are cool with you on the internet? These people are so naive. Wow.
It really hurts my feelings. And That sucked.
I think for me, I am... Okay, wow, this is really going to just sound arrogant of me.
Well, you might as well just 2 feet right into the river. Let's go.
But something about me, I'm like a ride or die for people. And like, I think you know that. Like,
No, you are. Yeah, you still are.
I'm still, like, that's just, I'm loyal. And so you would never... it's shocking to me that someone that could message us privately acting like our friend could then publicly comment. Keep in mind...
You guys are so naive if you're... Get off the internet right now. You think that they're... Wow.
People had ever privately reached out, even though they had our phone number. They had our... Or they could privately message us because we have the settings where it's like if you're mutual...
She's just burning bridges right now.
Like mutual friends on the platform, then they could send you a private message or say like, I saw this concerning video, like, I really hope you're stepping up as... No, nothing at all like that. It was the public comment, and that's just because...
Yeah,
because why?
And there was a particular creator, I'm not going to say who it was, because I don't want to, like... I don't know. I don't want to start anything.
No, you're going to say it and then people are going to try to find
I'm not going to say who it was, okay? But there was one particular creator that just, like, roasted my life in this TikTok they made. And it was a friend of one of our friends. I'm like, they know that we have mutual friends. Like, what?
So? Gives a shit.
It was a friend of one of our friends, but more importantly...
You were a fan of them.
Major fan.
Abby was a major fan of them. And
I was a major fan and now I unsubscribed. Suck that.
And I was like, you're kidding. Like, this girl that we thought was so cool.
Dude, you put a video out for scrutiny and you get mad when people scrutinize it? Are you crazy?
Cool and so nice, saw an opportunity for views and decided to just go off.
That's what you do, Matt. You see opportunity for views and you make the content. Are you mad at these people for doing the same thing? You do that to her. Showing us she barfs on the ground, bringing her water, you know it has too much ice in it, all this shit when she's high or whatever, the hospital, you do it too, man. You see an opportunity to make views off making your wife miserable and you do it all the time. You damned hypocrite. Damn.
And get this, other mutuals that we know commenting on her video.
Oh my God, mutuals.
And not a defending way to you.
No.
I think these people are having a wake-up call that, are we the assholes? You're the assholes in this situation. You don't have real friends because you're not real people. You're fake-ass people. And so are they. People making these comments. You don't have any ride or dice. And that's really sad for you because you guys have been chronically online for basically your whole marriage and you do everything online. You're never going to have real friends. You will never, ever have any. So just learn now.
So I think that is literally like
a
a jaded perspective of social media in general.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like now I'm like, this is all fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys put fake shit out.
In a way, which it's not. There are so many
fake.
genuinely amazing people and amazing genuine friends we have.
Friends.
That make social media video. I know their videos are real. But I think it's what made me feel like, in general, this is fake.
Yeah.
And this is so shallow.
You know what was so interesting, though, about the video is we didn't get hate really on any other platform. Like, it was just isolated to TikTok. Again, just like our first cancellation on Instagram, this one was just on TikTok.
I don't believe you.
Don't be fooled by me picking up my house because I'm not typically the one that does it. And don't be fooled by me taking care of my son because most of the time my wife does that too. Abby really wanted to go to the gym tonight, so I'm on Griffin duty and I wanted to surprise her with a clean house when she got
And no shirt.
home. In our relationship, we naturally take on more traditional marital roles, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And despite what the internet says, there's absolutely nothing wrong with microwaving breast milk. Just kidding, that was really dumb. I am so sorry for making that stupid joke. Getting the bottle feed Griffin turned out to be a treat because it was something that I hadn't gotten to do in a while. When he was a newborn, it was my job to feed him when he woke up at night. But now that he's gotten older, he really doesn't do that as much anymore. I actually spend most of my time with him now just going, oi, 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 oi.
Okay, this guy's a dumbass. So he didn't get any hate here. 88,000 downvotes. You got some hate, bruh. Who's filming? It's a good question. Wants a cookie for just doing normal stuff. And doing all this shirtless while filming yourself was absolutely necessary for the process, really? So yeah, let's get some hate on here. Yeah, point of view, you're seeing this short after watching the 7th episode of Unplanned Podcast. You need more testosterone. Please don't act like you did her a favor. You live in that house too. You made half baby, so you share in the responsibility. You don't have to get praise for doing what's expected. It's pretty good. Again, these people do this all the time. These family vloggers like, look, I'm just watching the kid. It's my turn. No, you're parenting. Stop making dad look bad, asshole.
our YouTube Shorts viewers, like they understood the message. They're
I see lots of hate.
like
Exact same video too.
It was the same exact video. Nothing different about
88,000 downvotes, bro.
the video. But our YouTube Shorts viewers, yeah.
I don't regret that video because people were like literally making me seem like such a like you said like a victim of a terrible husband. I'm like, that I am not, and that's honestly ridiculous. So also I think about this fact all the time. Shout out to the silent followers.
Shut up.
Honestly, all of you. Like, I know if you're a silent follower, just like know that I'm so thankful for you because
you're seeing us but not heard. Thank you for not saying anything and just watching us give us money. Thank you.
Not because I don't want you to like or comment or anything like that, but like that is how I am with so many people.
Literally,
I realize I'm DM'd or commented.
Are you shitting me right now? I'm such a good loyal fan to people. Okay.
Oh yeah, I.
So what? You're because you're a loyal fan to other people. You don't deserve scrutiny for shit that you put on the internet.
Never comment. On people's videos.
Rooting them on.
Yes.
You know, secretly, this woman hates that Matt does all this shit because they're not anywhere like this. She doesn't get any of the hate without Matt doing the stupid shit he does. All this shit is on Matt, by the way. She doesn't agree to this shit. He just does it, and she bears the brunt of the hate. She's gonna start holding that against him if she hasn't already started holding that against him. That's what I'm saying. Here you go, Twat and Scabby get canceled for not getting canceled at all. They weren't canceled at all. So stupid. They got flack. They got pushed back for doing a couple stupid shits, which everybody does on the internet. So stop saying you were canceled because you weren't canceled. If you were canceled, I'd have known about it. Everybody would have known about it. Dumbasses. Man, the freaking contradictions in that video alone were astounding. You know, we're not bringing hate or anything, and then we don't bring hate or negative comments to anybody, and then they make a video about people's bad baby names. So, they're liars. And they smell. They probably do smell, though, right? Everybody take a deep breath. Not an Abby one. Not an Abby one. Man, check your stomach. You swallowed so much snot, Abby. Ew. You guys didn't swallow snot. You guys are amazing, incredible, and valuable. Don't you ever damn well forget it. Don't fly Flair or American Airlines because those airlines are garbage. And you guys deserve better because you are amazing. And I will see you tomorrow.